Right. Holy shit. This is going to be a good one for you. Joe's going to love this. So, hello. Hello, everyone. Going to be a weird one. Basically, I thought bugger it. One of our fans, helpers, basically, friend, basically, he's always said we should do a video about Dota updates to try and get our views up. So, what I'm going to be doing today, because we don't have a stream during the week, but I thought bugger it. So, tonight, for the next hour or so, I am going to be looking through the new gameplay updates for Dota 2, because it seems like there's some semi-big changes, to be fair. I'll just put it in the Discord. There we go. To be fair, I need to update the Discord. Let me just... The Discord will be linked in the description. I'm just going to update the... where's the... Okay, where's... I can't change the stuff on it. Is it this? Well, I'll put it in the Discord. Will be linked afterwards. I will bang that in the description. But yeah, so tonight for the next hour or so, I'm going to go over the patch notes. So there won't be any gameplay tonight. I'm just I had a quick read this morning, but I thought why not? I'll jump right on it and let's get right into it. Basically, everything's going good. Yes. Right, so here we go. So we've got global changes, which I think this is huge. Facets have just been straight up removed, which I did find it weird that they removed half of the facets but not the other half. Like, I thought they were going to be changing some and adding them back in, but for them to now just get rid of them all, I mean, it's more balanced now because, like I say, everyone's on even playing fields. But you know, I'm partial. I don't think I've been playing long enough to fully know what it was like before and after. I've had a dip in both, which, you know, I ain't minded it either. Innate abilities are on scale with other abilities levels, which I think it's... Okay, because all innate abilities that used to scale with other abilities now either provide unchangeable bonuses or improve on pair level basis. So yeah, because there was some abilities where it'd be like, I'm trying to think of who it was. Like, I think maybe Ricky was one, where his backstab would level up, or something. Like the damage he would do would level up based off of, like his ultimate or one of his skills, like a passive bonus. But now they swapped it where stuff like that, every time you level up, you get a smaller bonus, but you get one every single level, rather than just a big chunk for like 5 levels of your ability or 3 for your ultimate. Which, yeah, it should be. I think it'll steady the flow of growth, I think, as you're playing. There won't be like just big power spikes. It'll be more of a steady going up, I think. I probably am just chatting out my ass for a lot of it, but abilities improve with hero level of base value, increment value, some amount of levels required for an increment. Okay, yeah, so you need 5 levels for an increment. Switch parameters increase the energy icon shows you which parameters increase with hero level and what is the current value. Pressing the Alt key will show the base value and increment ability. Abilities that improve each level provide their increment value at 1. Okay. Some non-innate abilities may have this UI. Well, abilities that add pair level scaling change to pair level up, scaling to pair level. That bit of the abilities pair level up. It's mostly affects heroes reworked in update 7.4 and Lager. Flagbearer keep. Well, down in the dumps while we play. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a flagbearer down in the dumps of what is it? Herald, yeah. Down in the dumps of Herald. No, I've never really seen a flagbearer creep be used, I don't think. Oh wait, no, flagbearers creeps. Oh no, sorry, I'm an idiot. That's the one with the ring around them. I'm on about the Roshan one. That's what I'm on about. But no, sorry, yeah. Flagbearers are the ones with the ring, so you get a bit more experience from them, which is cool. Stage 1 creep timing decrease with siege creep. Okay, so having the I think they're trying to speed up the game then. If you get the first siege creep or +1 siege creep, so that'll be 2 of them. Yeah, cause eventually you get 2. So yeah, I think they're trying to speed the game up a bit. That just did the meeting point for offlane creeps are slightly slowed because I don't know how it thing is it with the offlane. Like I'm assuming it looks at it from the bottom, which offlane is the top. So they're slowed. So I think they're trying to go like that, make the creeps meet more in the middle because it used to push. It's probably backwards for you, but if you're looking at the bottom, it used to push towards the tower, and at the top it used to push towards their tower. So I think it kind of they've made it so it balances in the middle. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. All sections of currents now given max movements. Previously only provided sections on the base near it, while under sections. Sweet. I'm assuming that means more move speed and base. Tormentor's spawn preferences switched. Now begins in the bottom chasm. So I'm assuming it used to start at top. Again, it's very rare Tormentor gets killed down in Herald. I always forget about it. Unyielding shield. So this is all the stuff for Tormentor. Is it harder to kill then? Or a decrease? So it's got more barrier. Upgrades per minute. So it gets tougher, but region per minute. So have they made it tougher? Sometimes status resistance longer deals damage to neutral units. Player that got Aghanim Shard will no longer receive 175 gold. Reward if all players have Aghanim Shard decreased. So have they made it? I think they've made it harder. Yeah, I'm just doing a little update stream shower. James don't even know he ignored me. So he's busy. He's too busy living life. He's at gym. He's too busy gymming it up whilst Dota-ing it up. So I'm not playing any games. I'm literally just going through some of the patch notes. See if we can get a couple new views. But I'm recording it, so I'm going to do a video to have a bit of a quicker rundown. But I thought, bugger it, might as well get some up immediately. So, tornado spawns have been positioned closer towards Lotus Pool. So, whatever where Tormentor is, it'll be it's closer one way or the other. W. Tornado spawn is reduced to low grounds relative to the lane's level. Lotus pools are slightly closer to their respective off-lane tower. So yeah, off lanes, yeah. Oh, so they're actually closer to the off-lane tower. That should be interesting. You know it. Make sure you're Snapchatting that. I'm streaming. get that bitch, get his bitch ass all wound up. Twin gate slightly moved away from the stairs towards the map border. Twin gate. So I'm assuming that's where your barracks are. Moved away from the stairs towards the map border. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. Watch it between the safe lane and see what representations. Tormentors on the low ground. Just 3 stars. Jesus Christ. I don't know enough about like the tormentor and stuff to understand fully what's changing here. I am an idiot. To get high. When we play, we'll be streaming on Saturday. So watch out for that. While we will be obviously figuring out a lot of these new changes and have a look around. Ancient neutral camps stream ends demoted to medium camps and moves slightly towards bases. Ancient is that I think that's the camps at the bottom of the map and the very top, I'm pretty sure. So at the very bottom of the map where the stream ends, I'm assuming, because there's an ancient one down there. So they're moving towards the base. Medium neutral camp, yeah, defenders has been demoted to a small. So they made them a bit easier. Maybe made it a bit easier for people to if lane goes tits, they can the tier 1 safe lane towers have moved slightly away from their pole camps where the creeps meet. Radiant safe. Okay. So the safe lane towers are, so everything's kind of like shifting round a bit. Radiant safe lane, small camps move slightly north away from the lane, so they're making it harder to pull. They move the tower away and they're moving them a bit higher. Radiant's safe lane camp spawn box has been moved towards the off lane. So it's just on Radiant then. They're not actually, they've not done the top. Radiant's lane hard. Safe lane hard camp spawn box has been moved towards the off lane to remove bad and ward location. Radiant's off lane tier 2 tower has been adjusted slightly to the left. These are all like just the intricate little movement bits. So basically they've removed several trees from dire safe lane. Easy pull camp on radiant safe lane, hard pull camp. Okay, so there'll be less trees up in dire. We'll have to, like I say, on some deviant. We'll have to have a look at some of these actual changes. We'll see them on Saturday when we're playing, when we hop into a proper game. Yeah, the health restoration seemed a bit interesting. So now, opposed to what health restoration now applies to all forms of life gain. Previously did not apply to incoming heals. So if someone heals you, your health restoration is applied. So it didn't change that much. Yeah, it says they've like slightly shifted things. I'm assuming we'll see it once we do play a thing, because two of the camps have been swapped from ancients and stuff. They've been like downgraded. Incoming heal amp now stacks diminishingly with health restoration instead of additively with outgoing heal amplification. I'm not smart enough and I don't know enough about the numbers to fully understand. I'm sure Joe would be able to fully have a look. James, I just realised. So as the previous had a separate value for incoming heal reduction, now they modify health restoration. Ice Skies, Cold Attack, Spirit Vessels, Soul. So separate value for incoming heal reduction. So it's heal restoration. So separate value for heal reduction and health restoration. So I'm assuming it means that if you've got passive health, it doesn't. Yeah, I think I'll have to. We'll see. Oh yeah, the facets are huge. It is Sherlock in it, yeah. Having the facets gone, like I was saying, it's nuts because they removed half of them, so I thought they were going to replace half of them, but they just removed the rest of them, so why don't they just remove them all at once? If they get rid of half, may as well have got rid of them all if they weren't going to add it back in, which it's a bit baffling to me, that, but... as a result of changes spells... as a result of the changes, spells that only modified health restoration will now additionally affect incoming heals. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully know if that means that like these items are gonna do more, like more healing reduction. It has a separate value incoming heal reduction, and now only modify heal restoration. So in my brain that makes me think if you're getting lifesteal or like healed by say Witch Doctor's healing, you'll have that number, so your health regen will go up. And that'll be your health restoration. But now, if you get like Ice Scardy and it reduces that health restoration, it's going to make your that number obviously lower by the percentage or whatever it reduces it by. Some items affect how much health you get when healing items used. Okay, so yeah. So it'll, rather than doing a reduction of the heal they get, it's reducing the restoration they get. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, I got it with the other one. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so you've got a number that's going up, and it'll be a percentage of that increasing number now, rather than reducing the number and then doing it. I believe. Okay, so lifesteal and damage manipulations. Physical and magical lifesteal will now take into account overall damage reduction spell amps when computing on how much lifesteal. So it'll be like, oh yeah, cause I read this morning. So yeah, cause there'd be sometimes when damage wasn't dealt, you'd still get lifesteal. So they've stopped that, so you can't get healed. You've got to do damage now in order to get the lifesteal. But if they have damage reduction, or if you have damage amp, all that gets taken into account on the lifesteal. It's not just a flat number. You've got to do damage in order to get something back. Yes. You could gain health from attacks that deal no damage, like attacks against hero affected by Aeon Disc's combo breaker. The only application that is not taken into account is increased damage against illusions. There you go. So they've balanced out lifesteal a bit more, which will hopefully mean that there's not as many ridiculous things to keep people alive. Things will be a bit thingy. Sorry, just thingy. Just telling James to do the patch notes. So, all sorts of reflection damage now with an alt note dealing mechanics reflected damage. So you can have a look at what they do. So reflecting damage cannot be reflected back, so you can't do blade mail. You can't reflect blade mail damage back. Life Steal doesn't apply to reflected damage, so if you've got blade mail, you can't heal off of blade mail's reflected damage. Reflected damage doesn't affect debuff immune units. So I'm assuming that's BKB. So if you BKB reflected damage, you don't take reflected damage, if I'm correct. Units with free movement now can now miss their attacks. Dragon Knights during Elder for Agnes Lena during Flame Cloak. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so new shoppies. Send James a little kiss face. Right. Items in shop categories except for consumables have been rearranged to accommodate new items. Okay, so oh, I just got used to where everything is. God damn it. Crap. So basic items. So these build into other items. Chasm Stone, 800 gold, provides 40 area effect. Area effect bonuses from multiple things to don't stack, so don't buy more than one. 450, so you get some magic resistance. Splint Mail, bit of armor. Wizard Hat, bit of mana. So I don't know if these will build into anything. Hold on. We shall see. Nothing new with reflected damage. Why did they put that there? Oh, fair. So, fair enough. I was thinking that. I was thinking, could you actually do that before? Could you actually reflect reflected damage? It's fucking weird. Chainmail is cheaper. Cloak's more expensive, and they've reduced the magic resistance, so they've nerfed that. Cornucopia is just straight up gone. Oh yeah, this actually does the health restoration. This is only slow before. I always thought about that. It's only 300 gold as well. Because this builds into Scardy, I think. But reduces health restoration. That'd be a good thing to pick up if you're going like against an axe or something, in my mind. If you're like safe lane, you're going against an axe, it may be helpful picking up something like that. Refresher shards, reset cooldowns, no longer refreshes items. Back to secret shop from miscellaneous shop. Miscellaneous. Void stones back there. I think this is kind of big. Spell life steal increased from 12 to 15% on the voodoo mask. Like that's kind of big because I know that stuff like Sand King, if you're building Bloodstone, getting this as an item first, going to I know it's only 3%, but you could just kind of sit on the voodoo mask for a bit longer while you're building something else. In my opinion. But exactly. I don't know a whole lot. Maybe starting out my ass, but who knows? New armor item. Requires vitality booster, shawl, crown, and a recipe. So it's 2,600 gold. So these are the items that build into it. 15 magic resist, 250 health, and 6 to all attributes. Passive, hollowed, gain a stack every 3 seconds up to a maximum of 3 stacks. Whenever the wearer takes damage from a player-controlled unit or Roshan, all stacks are removed to create an all damage barrier for 7 seconds that absorbs 120 damage per removed stack up to 360. If the wearer reached a max amount of stacks at least once in a game, regaining a stack provides unstacking buff that increases move speed by 20% for 6 seconds. So, if the wearer's reached one sounds for at least once in the game, stack. So, I'm assuming that means if you've got the stacks and you're out of battle, you're not in a fight, you can you get a bit of movement speed. So out of combat movement speed, so you can get around the map a bit quicker, which seems pretty good to me. I mean, for the cost of it, seems pretty good for like a tank item. Has no damage threshold, but doesn't proc from health loss damage, Heartstop Aurora. Can't gain stacks for 3 seconds after taking damage from Rush and play. So, yeah, if you're going like tanky, I'm assuming it'll be stuff like probably like Tide Hunter, things like that are be more tanky. You want to be in there, taking a lot less damage. Which, I mean, for the price of it, it seems pretty decent early item. Could change some things up. Krella's, I'm going to pronounce a lot of shit. Fucking wrong. Krella's Crozier. So Ghost Scepter, Soul Booster, and a recipe. Totaling cost for 4,800. 6 to all attributes. 450 health, 450 mana. So it's like a bulky mage item. Because basically makes you become Necrophos. Ooh, does it? That sounds good. Active. Rite of Rumusk. The wearer enters a ghost form for 4 seconds, becoming immune to physical damage, but is unable to attack and save. So ethereal. Steals 5% movement speed from enemy heroes in a 900 radius every second. Movement speed steals last 1.5 seconds. Bonuses stack and have duration refreshed on gaining new stacks. No mana cost cooldown. 20 seconds. So the ghost form and stolen speed can be dispelled off of the wearer, but the stealing debuff that provides new stacks can't. Passive. Putrefaction Aura. Uses the health restoration of nearby enemy heroes by 30%. While Rite of Rumusk is active, the effect is increased to 75%, and all of the lost health restoration is now redirected to the wearer. Ooh, so so that would be very good on Necrophos then, because you can become ethereal, get some movement speed, and then literally if they've got someone like an axe or whoever heals a lot passively and is a physical attacker, you can just buy this, and if they've got a lot of strength and they're healing up, you can literally just kind of rinse them. I'm assuming this will be good and going for like Radiance or something, absolutely rinsing people with it. Seems not too bad. Can't wait to use it in the completely wrong environment. Essence Distiller. It requires an Air Shadows, Chainmail, Wizard Heart, and a recipe, so it's only 1775. So provides 1.75 mana regen, 3 to all attributes, 6 armor, 150 mana. Active Soul Release. When cast on an ally, provides 40 health regeneration. I'll just fucking look at the 6 of there. Provides 40 health regeneration. If the ally is attacked by an enemy, hero, or Roshan, the effect is lost. When cast on an enemy, deals 25% damage per second. Provides true sight over them and shares their vision with the wearer's team. Both effects last 8 seconds. Can be cast on the ground to put a dormant effect that will latch onto the first enemy hero that comes within 400 range of it. The effect waits for 15 seconds and provides 400 vision until it disappears. Gains charges every time the enemy hero dies within 1,500 units. Cast range 1,000. No mana cost, cooldown senses. So it's kind of like So it's like I forgot the other item. So it's like Air Shadows, isn't it? Where you can heal an ally or hurt an enemy. But you can also do like little mans of it, I guess. Which is, I guess, kind of cool. Gains 1 charge if the wearer dies with an empty Essence Distiller. Gains 2 charges if the Essence Distiller has no charges and enemy hero dies within radius. So, how many charges does it have? I don't know how many charges it can have max. Okay, yeah, 2 charges. This is weird because this was a thingy item. What's it called? Where you get from camps. A jungle, not jungle item. I forgot what they're called, but you get the shards. When you kill the jungle camps, and you can pick tiered items. This used to be one of those, I believe. But this one seems quite good because you get 20 damage and 12 agility. Passive split shot, so it's only on ranged people. But you have a 30% chance for additional projectiles up to 2 nearby enemies. So it's basically like from League, it's like Rudan's Hurricane, apart from it's only a 30% chance rather than you just get 3 shots. I would stay at the original attack target within a 120-degree angle, so obviously you have to be in front of them. And within attack range plus 150, so you get a bit more attack range on them. The initial attack projectiles deal 20 plus 75% of the normal attack damage. Do not do on-hit effects. The primary attack deals 20 plus full damage of normal. So it gives you a little bit more damage as well. It doesn't work with others. Yeah, so thing is, other sources of secondary projectiles and heroes. So I'm curious as to if that means you can get this, and then you can go Snapfire. I'm gonna quickly try it. Got a bit of time.
Time to point and click.
Because I feel like this could be quite good if it works with Snapfires. The dun 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 dun. Maybe a little bit nutty.
You're looking for cooking tips, violence, or both. Water in the gulch.
So if I do this, this, and this, right.
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around.
We'll get
Relax,
there.
Morty.
So what do? We go bang. Let's get lost in this new shop then. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. It'll be under armaments, right? So if I get this, roll them up. So if I go E, so it didn't actually thingy on that. If I do this and go, nah, okay. I'm either getting very unlucky.
Here's the real shredder. You ask for it, you'll
Yeah.
get what's come. Where are you gonna run?
Morty, can you stop?
Okay, so it doesn't pop on that.
First,
Always was
Spilled.
a quick draw.
So if I deals more damage to nearby enemies. This is I'm pretty sure
Which way?
like a new thing for hair as well, just as a thing. So that does 1, 2, 1. So if I go close, 150. Damn.
Moving.
If I like go here, I'll be curious.
Aces.
So it does not thing on hairs, which I'm glad to thing it now. Glad to figure that out now. I did want to try that because I know it says without the stuff, because these ones make sense because the flat cannon is a different to his normal shot, that if you know what I mean. Yeah. Still, I think it's this one like sniper and like drow ranger and wind ranger. I think this would be quite good. So, in my opinion, we'll maybe seeing a bit of this as potentially first item because, well, to be fair, it'd be a great farming item as well. It'd be like a bit like Battle Fury, but for ranged people. So you probably build this first for your bit of agility, bit of damage, and then you can just go farming, basically. Yeah, like I say, it says here that you don't work with these, but technically hair E is like, you know, similar to auto attack, but it'd be kind of nutty if it figured. To be fair, I was also, I'm gonna do it. I want to try it with so I want to try it with Luna's glaives, because you get bounces. So does it throw extra ones out when you use the bounces? Because that'd be, again, I think kind of nuts. It's just bouncing between everyone. Let's give it a crack.
Could use a snack. Far the night.
Right, okay. Let's just do that, do that, do that, do
They're
that.
just standing around.
Right,
Relax, Morty.
specialist array. Right. Moonglaves. Cause attacks to bounce to. Oh, that's just a passive. Oh.
Melee commands. Let's go.
So does it even work on her?
Quickly now.
It does.
Let's go.
I think only the main one bounces though.
Here.
I don't think all of them bounce, if I'm not.
First blood. Morty, watch out.
Or am I nuts?
We should start calling this person triple
Right,
kill.
am I crazy?
Got a triple kill.
Try to run.
No, only the main one bounces. Okay.
Morty,
Yeah, so that's one bounce.
I'm gonna look at it.
Middle tower's under attack.
Hold on.
What do you see?
Yeah, so only the main one bounces Luna, not all of them bounce, that's good to know. Grants attack damage to Luna nearby allied heroes. Bonus damage to allies. Oh. That's kind of crazy. Grants attack damage to Luna, doubling the effect. No, why am I fucking... Within 1200 range. With Luna receiving double the attack damage bonuses at night, Luna Blessing is global and Luna is blessed with bonus night vision. Yeah. Okay, my brain was reading that completely wrong. I understand it now, but my brain can't read it in order because I'm a fucking idiot. So, I think this is new. Well, it's just been upgraded. Maybe it was just tearing it anyway. Grants attack damage to Luna and nearby allied heroes within 1200 range, with Luna receiving double the attack bonuses. That's permanent. At night, the damage buff is global. Okay. Goodness me. A broken... yeah, I mean, you gotta check these things. Sometimes, sometimes things slip through. Yeah, I mean... So, I don't want to try Luna again, to be fair. But yeah. So Hadge's Breath. Specialist Array. Oh, okay, so this upgrades into this. So, you see, Specialist Array, Dragon Lance, Orb of Venom, recipe. So it's 5,900 gold, but it is it upgrades from Specialist Array and Dragon Lance. Yeah. So you get 25 damage, 30 agility, 15 strength, and 150 attack range for ranged only. Passive Miasma attacks poison the target for 3 seconds, dealing magical damage equal to 2.5% of the target's max health every second. If the debuff is reapplied, the duration is refreshed. Can't be applied by illusions or Roshan. Because in my, I don't know why, but to me, in my head, I'm thinking this into this, and then going Scary for the slow and the health thingy, and going on Luna and just slowing everyone down. Just hitting everyone and slowing them down with a bouncy as well. Passive, police, whatever. Range attacks have a 30% chance to fire. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that's the same. That is the same as this. It's just called split shot. Range attacks, 30% chance to, yeah, it's all the same, innit? Do not trigger on hit effects except for Miasma. Oh, so the extra attacks apply Miasma as well, which is kind of naughty. So it doesn't work with the source of secondary projectiles from heroes' abilities. Okay. So that could be quite good. It could be a decent new thing. I can imagine it on even Sniper, because it's a target within attack range plus 150. So your Sniper's got loads of fucking range. So you got that plus 150, and you've got 3 shots, and you can absolutely rinse people. Again, if you get that and then get Scardy to slow them down, then I feel like unless someone jumps, yeah, you'd be pretty sorted. Recipe change. So boots are now 1500. So you got 1000 more. It requires a wizard hat. And it provides 125 mana as well. Just because so they've upgraded added the wizard's hat and reduced the cost of one of the items, or the recipe, sorry, but it's still 100 more gold. Recipe increased, so they've upgraded. Well, they've made it harder to get boots, arcane boots basically, and guardians. Mana regens reduced by 0.5, and you get 150 mana, but I mean, it may not be too bad, but yeah, again, we'll see. Recipe changed, now requires Perseverance instead of Cornucopia, because Cornucopia is gone. So Battle Fury. So it's cost the same, it's just unchanged cost. So it's the same basically, but you get Perseverance instead of Cornucopia, and we don't know what Perseverance does. Is that up here? Cornucopia is removed. I'm assuming Perseverance must have already been in then, and I just don't know what it is. Avatar duration changed. So it bottoms out at 7 seconds rather than 6. Which, I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, Battle Fury, baby, yay. Is it? is it that different, having a different thing from Cornucopia? Now requires splint mail instead of chain mail. Recipe cost decreased from 750, so it costs 1,000 more. But you get an extra armor for it as well. Which, not too bad. Crimson Guard. Armor bonus decreased from 8 to 6. Guard based damage block with scale from 70 for all units to 70 on melee heroes and buildings, and 45 on ranged heroes. Guard max health damage block decreased from I didn't really build this, I'm not gonna lie. Block damage and 7 seconds, buildings block. Seems quite good for a thingy there. Did not know about that. So, Dagon. So, it's unchanged. Recipe cost is the same. So, total cost has increased by a little bit to buy Dagon. It no longer provides spell lifesteal. The bonus attributes have been decreased by, to be fair, a fair chunk. I mean, you've got 10 instead of 15 at the max level of Dagon, which I think that's kind of nuts. As you level it up, it's not worth leveling up as much. It still will be worth it, but it also provides, well, you get more health now, mana, and cast range. I don't know if it did all that sort of stuff before. So you get less attributes, but you get more, just flat health and mana and everything. So I don't know if that's like more of a balance rather than a nerf or a buff. Cast range bonus does not stack with Aether Lens or multiple Dagons. So yeah, so that's just got flat. So you either get Dagon or Aether Lens, you can't get both, basically. Energy based cast range decreased from, so it doesn't level up now, it's just flat 640. Effective cast range with the items built-in cast range bonus decreased. So it's a bit closer range. Energy based no longer instantly kills non-ancient creeps. It no longer heals for 75% damage. I didn't even know it fucking did. Did do that. Dragonlance attack range bonus decreased from 140 to thingy. Okay, so that's a Dragonlance. So you only get 130 increased range. Like I said, that builds into the Hydra's Breath. Hurricane Pike. So less attack range. Again, it's 140 to 130. Because what does this... Is this... This gives you 150. So, I mean, bloody hell, yeah, you'll be going that. If you want your attack range, you'll sack off Hurricane. Well, Hurricane Pike will be more defensive. And the Hydrish Breath will be more offensive, I think, depending on how the game goes. You'll be swinging it one way or the other. But even the cast range is it's 25. It's only 25, so it's not a massive change. Only the pros will see the 25 range difference. Down in the dumps where we are, before call. Recipe changed. So recipe cost increased. So total cost the same. Doesn't provide 7 intelligence, but you get 1 more strength. The swiftness aura also provides 2.5 health regen. Endurance now shares cooldown with boots of bearing. So I'm assuming that stops you from buying. Unless this builds into this, I'm not 100% sure. Strength, I'm assuming it does. But if you had both, somehow, they just both go on cooldown, I'm assuming, so you can't stack them. Either that, or it just means they share the same cooldown. It does not mean that. God, my nose, bloody hell. Ethereal Shrouds. Gone. Bye-bye, Ethereal Shroud. Ethereal Blade. Can no longer be disassembled. Okay. Don't know if that's good or not. Glyphnia. So you need a Chasm Stone. Costs 100 more gold. Area effect bonuses from multiple Chasm Stones. So it doesn't stack. Glimmer Cape. So it still costs the same. You just need a different item. You need a shawl instead of a cloak. Kamenrider Transmute. No longer prevents camp clearing Madstone bundles from spawning if it was used on the last creep in neutral camp. Camp clearing Madstone bundles. I'm not gonna lie, do not know what that was. You guaranteed Madstone bundle from Transmute. I'm assuming that means is it something to do with Alchemist? I'm assuming. I've never played him, but it sounds like an alchemist thing. Harpoon, drop off, can now target trees and pull a caster to it, destroying the trees along the way. So you can, I don't know if, could it do that? Could you swing from trees? But you can now. Recipe is changed for Heaven's Halberd. 3,400 total cost. It didn't say if it costs more or the same or whatever. It just says total cost. Can no longer be disassembled. No longer provides health, but it provides armor and 25% evasion. So it's got rid of the health and made you a bit more survivability in a different way. No longer has a damage block passive. Disarm cooldown decreased from 20 seconds to 16. Cast range increased and the duration. So they've upgraded its ability, but they've took away the damage block passive. Kaya, mana regen amp is decreased. Mana regen amp for Kaya and Sand is decreased. Now for healing, there's a lot of restoration changes. Mana regen amp, so they're basically lowering all the mana regen amp. Low Salve can no longer be disassembled. Mage Slayer, Kaya's Perseverance. Total cost increased from changes bigger due to cost increase. Damn, but yeah, so Mage Slayer is 300 more gold. but it can use harpoon like Kez or Timber Saw. That's huge. Is it huge? Yeah, it says so if you hit a tree, you'll dash and you actually destroy the trees that you're going through. So I'm assuming that's going to be a lot more, like survivability for whoever likes to buy it. You can fucking bounce. Causes really text. I mean, even getting in there as well, you got more reliable. You can hook a tree and get in there if you wanted as well. It's an escape and an engage. So Mage Slayer no longer provides that attack speed, but you get 1 more health regen from 5 to 6. Mana regen is increases by 0.5 to 2.5. Damage bonus increase from 8 to 15. So that's flat damage. Mage Slayer damage type changed from magical to physical. Mage Slayer damage per second is increased from 20 to 40. So yeah, the Mage Slayer. So I'm assuming that gets affected by armor now then, if I'm not correct. Oh, sorry, if I'm correct. So yeah, it still does the 5% less spell damage for 3 seconds when you hit someone with it, but it does 5 physical damage per second, which I'm assuming that means armor will come into play when that damage is going. But Mage Slayer, I mean, the passive damage goes 40 a second for how long? It's for 3 seconds, so it does 120 damage. Obviously, depending on how armor affects it. But that could be, like I say, I sometimes like to build it when I build Rookie, depending if they've got a lot of mages, if I can jump in on someone here. Get them, hit them with Mage Slayer so they can't do much. So who knows, maybe quite good. Berserk, so Mask of Madness, Berserk can also grant slow resistance for the duration. Berserk bonus movement speed has changed from plus 25 all heroes to 8% for ranged and 12% for melee. Berserk armor reduction decreased from 8 to 7. So you can't move as fast with Mask of Madness, but it reduces your armor by 1 less point, which is a big. Is Mage Slayer not worth it? Because to be fair, the only reason I'd buy Mage Slayer is literally for if they've got, say, like a Zeus and a couple more people, like that have magic damage. If I'm Ricky, I can jump on them, use tricks of the trade, hit them all, and they'll all do like less spell damage, which it's more of a utility thing, which a lot of the items in this normally are, aren't they? But yeah, that's the reason I actually go for Mage Slayer. I don't buy it for the burn damage, but the 5% less spell damage. If I've got like 3 people that are semi-issues with magic damage, then that's when I'd lean towards it, so I can obviously jump them and make them thingy. So, apart from that though, yeah. Mechanism cost increased by 50, but the total cost is... oh yeah, okay, so they increased the recipe cost by 50 because the chainmail cost decreased, so it's cost the same. Monkey King Bar. Recipe cost increased from 600 to 900. Total cost increase. Monkey MKB is increased to 5k, which is kind of nuts to me because that's what you need to get through a lot of the evasion that people just have passively. You have to buy a $5,000 item to get through like a lot of fucking people's evasion, which is a bit nuts to me. Provides 50 attack range to melee heroes only. Damage bonus increases by 10. Attack speed, so you do get a bit more from it. And the attack range is nice. It's just a pain in the ass for an item that you have to buy if you're going against a certain hero or two. It's a little bit annoying. I know you can get the spear thing that builds into it, which does a bit, but it's only like 20% chance of piercing thingy, which is fuck all when there's an 80% chance there. Nullifier. So Nullifier is cheaper by 25. And they just didn't have 6 health regen. So not much there it seems like. Oblivion Staff gives you 0.25 more mana regen. Orchid Malevolence. Orchid Malevolence. Total cost is unchanged. They're just, you need a Claymore instead of Cornucopia, which is the Claymore's a sword, I believe. No longer provides 6 health regen, you get 10 more damage. Mana regen is reduced by 0.5, but you get a bit more intelligence, which should make up for it. Sounds target in the silence, damage received. To be fair, I could try Orchid on Ricky, just as a thing. That'd be a bit nutty. It'd be weird, but it could be a thing. Bloodthorn. So it needs Oblivion Staff instead of Hyperstone. They've increased the thingy, so it's actually cheaper by 225. Which is not too bad. But you don't get health regen. You get a lot more intelligence, holy shit. Does Orchid build into Bloodthorn? I think it does. Intelligence bonus increased from 10 to 25. Attack speed decreased by 15. Sorry, 25. Yeah, 25. I'm an idiot. Attack speed decreased from 95 to 70. Mana regen bonus is increased from 3.25 to 4. Damage bonus increased from 10 to 20, which is the Malevolence. Soul Rend mana cost increased from 125 to 150. All attacks on size target will deal additional 50 damage equal to 50. Attacker is a hero. 25. Well, it also gets the Pierce. It's Pierce evasion. Might have to swap to Orchid myself. Maybe give thingy. Orb of Corrosion. Oh, Orb of Corrosion does healing now as well. Not bad. Okay. I have Scatty. Cold Attack no longer has a separate value for income and heal reduction. Cold Attack health restoration reduction is increased from 40% to 50%. So Scatty's got a bit of a boof. And no cost increases. Pavise. Now requires Wizard's Heart. Recipe increase. Total cost is decreased by 50. Mana bonus is decreased by 75. Which left is the? Oh god! Oh no, there. What's this? Neutral changes. I'm just looking at the time. I've got to pick my girlfriend up. We'll thingy it. We'll smash through it quicker. So Crest. Armor bonus increase from 4 to 7. Less mana. Health bonus is increased. Phase boots are cheaper due to chainmail cost decrease. It's only 50 though. Health regen bonus decreased on Phylactery by 1, so it's 5.5. Pipe of Insight. Recipe cost. So total cost hasn't changed. So Pipe of Insight costs the same. Barrier no longer affects units being affected by barrier with the Pipe of Insight's cooldown. Insight Aura no longer provides 2.5 health regen. Radiance Burn toggling. I'm assuming because it says Burn toggling no longer breaks invisibility nor stops channels. So I'm assuming when you're toggling it, it used to break. Because I know Radiance can burn while you're invisible. So I'm assuming toggling on and off no longer stops stuff. Some refresher orb stuff. Revenant's Brooch. Spell Life Steal's got 1% more spell life steal. 15%. Sanj, slow resistance increased by 5%. Also magnifies incoming healing. Bristle Blade, the slow is increased by 5%, so that's 30% when you get Bristle. Sandra Nyasha, status resistance bonus is increased by 1% to 16. Slow resistance is increased to 30% from 25. Shiva's Guard, item reworked. So total cost decreased by a lot, holy shit. From 5,175 to 4,500. So it no longer provides 5 of each attribute and 5 health regen. The armor bonus is increased to 17 from 15. It now provides 75 area effect, but it doesn't stack from Chasm Stones. Its upgrades. Arctic Blast damage is increased from 200 to 260. Arctic Blast radius is decreased from 900 to 825. Freezing Aura no longer reduces enemy health restoration and incoming heal amplification by 25%. Freezing Aura now pierces debuff immunity. It makes a freezing wave that deals 260 magical damage to enemies and slows their movement. So yeah, it used to... Was it Shiva's that increased the spell damage they took? I thought that increased the spell damage that they used to take. Magic weakness renamed to spell weakness. Heroes take increased spell damage with spells. That's weird. So Veil of Discord builds into Shiva's Guard, but Shiva's Guard doesn't have the ability to make the heroes take more spell damage. So it loses the spell damage. Oh no, Veil of Discord, it doesn't... okay, sorry. It doesn't need Veil of Discord to build into it anymore, so that's why it's removed that stuff. Veil of Discord is separate to Shiva's Guard now. Okay, I get it. I was jumping. Well, do you want to look at Refresher Orb? Health regen bonus is increased from 12 to 14. Mana regen bonus is increased from 6 to 7. Reset cooldowns decreased from 180. It's just a flat 180 now. Reset cooldowns mana cost decreased from 400 to 325. Reset cooldowns no longer refreshes items. There you go. Bloodstone item reworked. Requires Veil of Discord. Oh, okay, so Bloodstone. It's just a passive now. Okay. So it no longer provides 3 mana regen. You get lifesteal bonus decreased from 25% to 20%. So you get 200 more health, up to 650 now. You get 15 intelligence from it. Blood Pact no longer applies basic Dispel. Blood Pact no longer multiplies spell lifesteal bonus by 3. Now increases spell lifesteal to 60% instead. Blood Pact no longer has 30 seconds self debuff, preventing repeated usage of Blood Pact. Now also provides passive spell weakness aura. So yeah, you can probably get Bloodstone like on Necrophos and stuff now. Be quite good. Witchblade recipe cost increased from okay, it's just the thingy. The cost is the same, so it's fine. Forager's Kit, new tier 1 item. When this item is cooled down, the wearer can see trees that can be foraged. Standing next to those trees for 1 second will give the wearer one of the following items. Possible items. Ironwood Nut. Passively provides 3 movement speed, grants 1 primary start when consumed. 0.4 to all stats. Okay. Ring Cap. Passively provides 2 agendas that can be consumed instantly to get plus 50 max mana. Vital Toadstool. Passively provides 2 damage can be consumed. To get 1% max health regeneration for 10 seconds. If the unit is attacked, the bonus is lost. Bag of Gold. Don't need to be picked. Okay. So it's not, you have to do it. All items like for Bag of Gold, place in inventory if that's available, because it's 5 times. Okay. Oh, so you literally stand next to a tree that you can forage and you get the stuff. Possess mask, returning is T1 neutral, passive lifesteal, attack seal for 5 health. Okay, not bad. It's a new one, stone feather satchel. Transmogrify, activate to switch all the contents of the satchel between feathers or rocks, no mana cost. Pound of feathers, increase movement speed by 12 and distance of force movement effects. Okay. Increases your rocks, increases your armor by 3 and decreases. So your feathers, so you're light and you can move faster, but you can be shoved more. Or rocks, you get more armor and you can't be moved as easy. Loaded dice now increases max base damage by 6. I still don't understand how the loaded dice works. I just don't understand it. Crippling crossbow. Hobble initial damage decreased from 75 to 25. Hobble. 25 damage. So it's an extra shot, so it does less damage. But basically they've nerfed it a bit, but it stops some healing, basically. Medallion of Courage, active Valor. If cast on an ally, increases their armor by 7 for 8 seconds. If cast on an enemy, decreases their armor by 4 for 8 seconds. Cannot be cast on self. Searing Signet. Burn through. Total damage decrease from 90 to 80. Burn through damage threshold increases from 55 to 60. So they've nerfed it. Bastards. Seated Serenity are back. Cloak of Flames is back. Burns any units. I like Cloak of Flames. Gunpowder Gauntlet. Beat the crowd. Cooldown is increased. Also, Gunpowder Gauntlet has increased from 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Parsons Brand. It's a new one. Passive brand increases spell damage against player controlled by units by 9%. Player controlled units include heroes, any creeps. Okay. Oh, okay. Not bad. Serrated Shiv, Guttum cooldown is increased from 1 second to 1.5. Spellslinger is a new artifact. Passive Salvo, whenever you cast a spell, 20% of the spell's mana cost is restored over 10 seconds. Tick rate is 2 seconds. Mana recovery duration cannot be modified. Seems alright. Stormcrafter is returning. Bottled Lightning, every 6 seconds zaps up to 2 enemies within 700 units, slaying them by 5%. 4.4 seconds, dealing 70 magic damage. New tier 4, Conjurer's Catalyst. Passive Spillover. Every 100 spell damage dealt to an enemy deals damage to their surrounding allies in a 300 unit radius. Hero types deal 40 damage to their allies. Other targets deal 15 damage. Every dealing spell damage causes overheat and deal damage. Like Zeus, if you do like Zeus damage, you can hit a bit more people. More people. Dandelion Amulet is back. Magical damage block. Blocks 300 magic damage from instances over 75 damage. Cooldowns 12 seconds. Enchanter's Bauble. Passive. Enchant increases bonuses from the item's neutral enchantment by 15%. Every time you craft this item again, the bonus is increased by 5%. You can select any enchantments during the recraft, and bonus will still keep increasing as long as you keep Enchanter's Bauble. Okay, so you can keep making it over and over again and you get better things. What's a new? Prophet's Pendulum. Passive Linger. 30% of damage taken is delayed over 5 seconds. Damage takes every 1 second and it's lethal. And that seems quite good, to be fair. Gives you a bit of a time. Rattle Cage. reverberate damage threshold increased from 180 to 220. So that's a nerf, to be fair. Harmonizer is new. T5. Passive. Balance. Grants 5% mana cost reduction for every hero ability off cooldown. 6% spell amp for every spell on cooldown. So you want to, basically every spell you use, you're going to do more spell damage, basically. Not too bad. Item spells are affected by both effects. However, the item cooldowns don't affect the Harmonizer buff. Buff counts only current abilities and have cooldown, even if it's passive. Invoked abilities, sub-abilities don't count when they're hidden. Rift Shadow Prism. Inspired Leg. Something, because we don't really get to the tier 5, so I don't actually know. There's a couple of enchantment train changes. Not gonna lie, didn't even know there was enchantments. There's a couple of neutral creep changes, and we've got the hero changes. Well, I mean, these are the neutral creep changes. If anyone wants to, just a bit of damage increases for some stuff, increased damage decreased. No, doesn't seem like out crazy. And then we've got the hero changes. So on Saturday, when we stream, where we'll be playing, me and James, we will look at the thingy. Oh. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Spend Dota shards to get the past stuff. Sweet. So on Saturday, me and James will be streaming again. We'll be playing a couple of games, but we will look at some of the hero changes. We'll look at some of these, like of some of the people that we play, and until then, if anyone's watching and gets this far, thank you, and let us know if there's anyone you want us to look at, and we can look at them when we stream. I'm going to put our Discord link in the description, so you can join our Discord and talk to us and all that good stuff. Yeah, it was just a quick midweek stream to have a look at the couple of changes while they're hot. So I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and thought it was helpful. Let us know what you think of the new patch notes and the new changes. Let me know if I'm an idiot about some of the interpretations. And yeah, we shall see you on Saturday. And if this is later than that, we shall see you next time. Bye.